Oh my. What a great way to end the demo right there. Because that big field right there had some really interesting in it. Whatever that anomaly was in the distance and the helicopter flying off that way. Bravo to the devs. Initial impressions for Hell Is Us, really good right now. That was awesome. The story, super interesting. And they portray it in a really good way. You have high quality cinematics that are better than a lot of AAA games out there. Very good voice acting. A very mysterious story, but also like not, I don't want to say relatable, but like you have like a civil war going on. There's like real world things that you can relate it to, but then mixed in with supernatural, weird religion. And it's all pretty dark too. I respect that. It's great seeing like games like Tainted Grail and then this game not be afraid of just going into dark subjects and showing some messed up shit. That gets me going. There's nothing worse than like a childlike game, in my opinion. When I'm playing like an action adventure or an RPG in my old age days of gaming now, I'm not really into the childish stuff, but gameplay design feels really good too. It wasn't like insanely hard to figure out what was going on, but at the same time, there wasn't any hand holding. That one puzzle that I did wasn't, you didn't have to be a genius to figure it out, but you did have to actually engage with it to a certain degree. And I think that's the most important thing when it comes to puzzles. It's not necessarily the difficulty. It's does it actually engage your mind? And that did. That was cool. We had to read those ancient texts in the different language, and each text represented a symbol on that door. And instead of finding the symbols, we had to read the text, the ancient text, which each line in that lore correlated to a symbol on the puzzle. That's awesome. That's great. I mean, I hope for some more difficult puzzles too as the game goes on, but that's a solid, fun puzzle that I think people enjoy solving, that feels rewarding, but it was still an actual puzzle. Because one of the worst things that I think a lot of studios do these days is they make puzzles that aren't puzzles. What the hell's the point of a puzzle if everything's lit up in gold and it tells you where to go and what to do? That's not a puzzle. That's just turning your brain off and clicking buttons. You're not even actually doing anything. Combat was awesome. Way smoother than I expected. I thought this game was going to be super, like, Eurojank feeling. It was smooth as hell, man. It felt good. The weapons are cool. The swords, the double axes. We have the parry mechanic, the dodge. You have the drone that you're controlling. There's, like, a lot of systems that you don't always see in other games, so we have, like, some unique elements behind some of the combat. The whole limbic energy recharging the weapons. You have your weapons leveling up on their own to unlock different weapon slots for like relics and stuff like that. We found some new gear, which looked really good on the character. So we have like item progression, weapon progression. I didn't really see anything on like character progression. The game is labeled as an action adventure, so I don't know like how deep into like those RPG leveling mechanics we're gonna get. But this already feels like more RPG than a lot of games that label themselves as RPG, and this one doesn't even label it as an RPG. The characters that we met were pretty cool. That old man with his story of losing his sons, but one of his sons is still out there. Our character is returning to this mysterious place to go find his parents and confront them. We don't know exactly what for, which is kind of intriguing and makes you want to push on in the story to find out what's up, because it didn't exactly give you answers for that. We have that dude in the beginning that was interrogating us in the future, so we're kind of reliving our past memories. The whole vibe, the atmosphere, this shit was awesome, man. Bravo to the devs, this is cool. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this one and almost certainly playing it unless something crazy happens at the time that it comes out. If like some major RPG or something comes out that I'm covering in depth, I should be checking this one out, so.